very exciting build, very packed build as always up here, showing off the abundance of talent that Liverpool has to offer, and we're expecting a packed house. We've got 6 target fights on the card. So like I said, very, very packed card, and obviously top of the bill is man to my left, Paul Butler, will be challenging for his second world title at second weight against Zolani Tete of South Africa, who's the IBF world champion. Paul, as everybody knows, won the bantamweight title last year by beating Stuart Hall up in Newcastle. It was always the plan really to move back down to Superfly and continue the fantastic progress that he made in that weight category leading up to the Stuart Hall fight. Paul's the first fighter in 100 years to drop down in weight to challenge for his second world title. No one's done that since Bobby Fitzsimmons. It's 100 years ago, so it's taken up someone a century to feel like they are capable of doing it, want to do it. I feel like and it's obviously the best move for Paul. After speaking with Arnie and his dad and the rest of his and Mako and the rest of his team, we all think that Paul is very capable of pulling this off and making a bit of history. But obviously Tete is he's not IBF world champion for nothing, so he'll be coming to he'll be hoping to lead with that belt, which Paul wants so much. Chief support will be Liam Smith, man to my right. Had a routine win last time out. I think he was slightly downhearted after his last performance, but I'm not sure why, because he looked fantastic what he did. But Liam will be fighting for the vacant WBO international title, and in winning this will give him a top 5 ranking with the WBO, and we are in talks with the president of the WBO to make this a final eliminator for him to challenge for the WBO light middleweight world title. So I think within 2 or 3 fights' time, Liam will be challenging for a world title. He feels he's more than ready. We feel he's more than ready, we're very much looking forward to seeing Liam step up again and getting the recognition that he deserves within the governing bodies. European Flyweight Championship contested between Kev Satchell, who is the European champion, and it's a rematch against Luke Wilton, who Kev boxed and beat before on points. I'm sure he'll be looking to better that one and get a stoppage win. He looked great last time out. I was thoroughly impressed, and dare I say, not surprised, but I was very, very overly impressed, I suppose. I didn't know Kev had that sort of style in his locker. We all know how durable and talented he is, but the style in which he won that fight was very impressive. I think he won a lot of fans that night, and has cemented that his standing as one of the top flyweights in the world. He's the first Liverpudlian in 24 years to win a European title since Paul Hopkinson, so he's in fantastic company there, and I'm sure that in beating Luke Wilton he'll be setting up world title ambitions later on this year. To Liam's right we have Jack Catterall, who's the WBO European light welterweight champion. He's the Scouse upsetter. He keeps coming into your town and knocking everyone out, and I'm sure he'll be. So we thought we'd give the Liverpudlians a break from Jack this time out, and we brought Martin Gethin in to give him a challenge. Jack is picked by many of the top pundits, including our very own Steve Lillis, to set 2015 on fire, and I think after stopping very durable Nathan Bruff and someone of the calibre of Tom Stalker, Jack is quite rightly tipped for a big year, and I think it'd be a big statement if he can go out and do what he did to Nathan and Tom in stopping Martin, who is former British champion at lightweight, He's had a good couple of wins, Martin, at light welter, so you know it's a big statement if Jack can go out and do the business against him. Jazza Dickens, to the far right, will be challenging for the vacant British Super Bantamweight title against Josh Wale from Barnsley. The only, you know, Jazz's only defeat was to Kid Galahad when he challenged last time for the British title. Obviously, no shame in that. Galahad's a fantastic fighter, but I'm sure he'll secure the British title in this time out. And I think that's a fight that we'll be chasing again later down the line, and we're looking to avenge that without a doubt. You know, I think he's more capable of doing that, and looking forward to seeing what he can do on the 6th of March. We've got Stats chief support, Undercard Stephen Lewis, another local lad who's 6-0, and you know he'll be looking to impress as well. All the guys are here, and you know, if they want to say something individually, I think we'll start with Jazza, and work our way up to Paul.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be on the bill and to fight in front of my own crowd in Liverpool. Last time I fought for British, it went in Liverpool, so this time looking forward to enjoying myself and showing what I learned.
Jack?
Yeah, just excited to be back in Liverpool. Got a good fight, Martin Gethin. So something to kick the year off with. Good fight, excited.
Okay.
So thank you again for this, getting me on this bill. Looking forward to it. It was a great deal last time, and can't wait for the same kind of again.
I was looking forward to a good year, hopefully. Bit of a nightmare starting at 14, but only having 2 fights. Got injured at the start of the year and got injured at the end, so hopefully I'll stay injury free this year. I can kick on and start working our way up the ladder. First and foremost, mark the 6, so looking forward to a good fight, really, decent opponent, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, just looking forward to boxing on with great deal of the ESL. Finally get my hands on the landscape title we went out in October. Bit of a disappointment, but we had to deal with Garnica, and I suppose that's a good 10 rounds going into this fight against the landscape setting. I know he's a good kid, so he's punching southpaw. So we know we've got our hands full, but training's going well, and we'll definitely be ready for the 6th of March.
Don't forget your socks. We've also on the bill, is Derry Matthews. Unfortunately, couldn't be here today, but we'll be announcing his opponent for the WBA Continental Lightweight title on Monday. So we'll definitely have an opponent for Derry on Monday. It'll be one worth waiting for, hopefully. Just like to open the floor up to any questions, and yeah, see you guys.
Paul, does it mean a lot to you to chance of making history? Because people, the name Bob Fitzsimmons always gets thrown up when, excuse me.
Stephen,
Sorry.
It's nothing to me really, it's just that means me in history, it's a landscape setting, it's so great, and I've got to do a job, and like I say, it means me in history, it's okay.
How much tougher do you think it'd be winning the second world title than the first?
I think it'll be a lot tougher. Completely different cattle fish. He's tall, long, southpaw, and can box. And I was 19 wins, he's had 16 knockouts, so he's a dangerous kid, and he travels well. He's been for Mexico and Japan and all, so I'm sure coming out to the Caribbean and the won't face him one bit, so it's going to be a tough match for everyone.
When he pulled out injured for the first fight, did it give you regrets about giving up the title?
A bit, yeah, because as we've warmed up to box Garnica, I was watching Studio and Catterall, boxing on Channel 5, which is a bit good, but it's not my problem or anyone else's problem. It's pulled out with broken hand, and if he didn't break his hand, he would have been boxing for the world title that night, but that's boxing sometimes, and we've got him March the 6th instead.
In terms of preparation, Paul, how easy is it to prepare for an opponent who's a southpaw and that size? There's not that much sparring around like that, is
It's
there?
not tall southpaws, and he's 5'10".
Yeah.
It's hard to find, but I'm sure we'll get some people in. It's just a southpaw stance really. I'm not too bothered about how tall he is. I'm sure we'll gradually get some and break him down.
Does that mean you're having to go up the weights in for your sparring, or are you bringing people in?
don't know when we'll start sparring in a couple of weeks, so whatever that brings in, then we'll deal with.
Paul, why did you decide to step back down in weight again after winning by the weight?
It was always the plan, even before Stewie won the world title. I think it was at the Metro Arena. We spoke to Francis before he won it, and Francis said if there was an opportunity to drop back down and box for the super flyweight world title, would you? I said, yeah, of course I would. But obviously it fell through, but that's no one else's fault apart from obviously Teddy breaking it, but look, we've got on the 6th of March, so it'll do then.
And what's your aims and ambitions for 2015 to sport journey? So it's not just about the titles to you.
Yeah. It's obviously not looking past Teddy, but the mandatory for the WBO as well, and he knew it's just from that. So whatever he does, I've heard he's dropping down to flyweight to box Gonzalez. If he doesn't, I'm mandatory, and I think he has to box me within 5 months. So, but all eyes are on Teddy first.
Liam, all this talk of world title fights in Liverpool and big occasions, is that whetting your appetite for what potentially could happen later this year?
Yeah, it is like, but you know, you've got to be ready when you fight them, and them lads have been ready. I haven't. No, but I think I will be in 2015. And just watching them fight for them, you know. I say I've boxed with Paul for a long time through the same tournaments in the amateurs. It's good to see him win one, but you know, I say I look forward to winning one myself now.
Liam, how big do you think 2015 can be for you? Do you think it's career defining?
I don't know. I'm only 26. No, I don't know. Hopefully it's you know, it's a very good year for me, and to say I think this could have been a bigger fight if I didn't have such bad luck in 2004. And then, you know, in the second fight of the year I got injured again, which kept me out for the rest of the year. So you know, hopefully I stay injury free. That's all I want this year, injury free, because I'm 100% confident I can do my job and win the fight put in front of me. So as I said last time, if all parties do their job, I think we could be in for a good year.
Do you think boxing for a world title is possible this year if you stay injury free?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, to do. I say no disrespect to the other lads, but I do think I'm a little bit past that punch now. And say obviously when I say I'm past that punch, doesn't mean I'm ready for a world title, but obviously the fight leading up this year, I will be ready for a world title this year.
Liam, would a fight with Jack Calcraft for the European title interest you?
Yeah, I went down and sat with Francis and George, and you know, I picked that fight, and you know, maybe unless I'm number 4 in Europe, so unless I'm mandatory, I don't think you're getting in mad in Germany. And depends, like I say, I go to Germany, but everyone knows what happens in Germany, so it's just making these fights and getting them at the right time. That's a fight I'd love. And so he's got a good WBA ranking, I've got a good WBA ranking, so whether we fight for, you know, an international title for an eliminator or what, that'd be a good fight for me. And stylistically, that's a good fight for me.
Do you think with the injuries you've had, a fight like that before you challenge for a world title would stand you in good stead?
Yeah, I do. You know, I say the last fight, I'm the type of person, I need a bit of fear factor in me, and some people like Tickle Josh, some people have just got different personas, but I need that little bit of fear factor in me, and when I do get that fear factor, you'll see the best of me.
Liam, how many fights would you like this year, ideally, to step it up?
You know, it's hard to say because it depends how tough your fights are. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, I want to be in for a good year, a tough year. So, but I'd like 4 fights this year, 4 title fights.
And what's going to get you motivated?
Just fights with names mentioned, names we spoke about. You know, we can make some of the fights that we spoke about. Then that will put a bit of fear factor into me, and you know, we'll make me train hard, and you will see the best of me in that way.
Jack, it's been announced that you're boxing Martin Gethin. What exactly do you know about it?
Watched Martin a few times. Been on the same bill as him in May last year. Obviously the fight's been announced now. I can start doing my homework. I know he's a tough fighter. He's had the British title. I think it's a good fight for me at this stage of my career. Just looking forward to getting in there the 6th of March.
It's a step up from Tom's dog. Are you going to look to do that this year?
Pardon?
Are you going to continue to look into a step up after Martin Gethin?
Yeah, just focus on Martin Gethin at the moment, and then sit down with Francis and we'll go from there, see which fights make sense this year.
Jack, do you think you proved the point with the Tom Stalker win? I mean, a lot of people going into that fight were saying it could be 50-50 and you won pretty convincingly, but do you feel that's put you on the map in terms of going forward?
Yeah, had a good win against Tom. I know there's always room for improvement, but I think that caught people's eyes a little bit, so hopefully off the back of that get some more fights this year.
Kevin, well, you were a clear winner last time against Luke. You pushed you all the way. Will you be even tougher this time?
No, I don't know how much he's improved, but I feel I've improved since fighting him, stepped up into the next level and got a bit more skill about me as well. So, unless he's got something new to bring to the table, I think it'll be an easier fight.
Is that because you've had 4 tour rounds on the bounce and that?
Yeah, I've learned how to do 12 rounds comfortably. I've had to adapt to different type styles and stuff like that. I won't underestimate him, but it'll be an easier fight.
It's a good benchmark for Kevin, isn't it? He's got that. You can see exactly where, how far he is on. There's a point victory, which is very difficult. And as I said, in his last fight, I think it was the start of it was very, very impressive. So I think Luke might be in for a bit of a tricky night.
Jazza, a couple of years ago you was all being mentioned with Scott Quigg, Galahad and Frampton. Was that Galahad loss has set you back a bit? Do you think this year you can catch up with them again?
Yeah, of course. I think in my mind, every day I think about the world title. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about the world title, and I like to be mentioned in the same breath as them. If people don't want it, then it's up to me to prove that, isn't it? I'm going to make a statement here as well. It's not look past Josh Gill, but make a statement in this fight and show the people what I've learned over the last 12 months. Since we lost, really, I've learned more than I've ever learned, so I'm looking forward to getting these fights, big fights in the future.
Well, if you're successful in March, I mean, obviously it's great to have fights at home in Liverpool and in front of your home crowd, but would be the idea going forward as a two-weight world champion that you start getting yourself on tour, a few more international, bit more international profile maybe over in the States?
Definitely, yeah. Obviously, I like to win this at defence here at the Hector, and we can travel around and go to the States now, hopefully, get my name out there a little bit more.
But on our terms, we won't be getting dragged around the world by how much of a passionate my dad is for getting fights for home advantage for our guys. And if we were to say go abroad with any of our guys that we promote and look after, it would be on one of our shows abroad or a co-promotion abroad. It wouldn't be going to, like Liam just said, go over to Germany and keep your fingers crossed that you get the decision you deserve. It would be on our terms to give our guys the best advantage possible. I think that's paramount importance. We'd always do that. Let's say that obviously the fights will be live and exclusive on BoxNation. I thank Bill Eyes and Raynham Steele for their continued support. Tickets will be available from eventim.co.uk on 08 and on 0844 249 1000, and from the Echo Arena box office 0844 8400. Prices are 40, 50, 75, 100 and 150. If there's not any more questions, thank you very much for coming today, and safe drive. Cheers.
All the boxes can just stay here, one